Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0, and with me today is Kevin Dupont. The NFL draft is way down the road, but it has been in everybody's discussion fodder this year because of the fact of the #1 pick is apparently going to be Andrew Luck of Stanford. And the team that is most likely to have the #1 pick at this point in time is going to be the Indianapolis Colts, who happen to have a certain quarterback of great stature who is facing a career juncture between his injury and his 28, 30, we're not going to quibble, $1 million bonus if they sign him next year.
And his age.
If you're Bill Polian running those Indianapolis Colts, knowing what you know now, would you draft Andrew Luck for your team if you had that #1 pick?
Boy, I think you do have to draft him.
Have to draft him.
And then the question is, once he's there, how do you make these two? Well, we're already assuming the guy's a great player. This is the extension of the argument that the backup quarterback could always do a great job.
Yeah, right.
This is the backup quarterback who hasn't even been drafted, who everyone assumes can do the great job. I assume he's a real player. He's 6'4", he's 230, 240. He's got all the numbers.
Very smart.
He's got the 10,000 plus yards. He's got all those. So he's the guy. But a lot of cabbage.
There has never been a situation like this. And if you say Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers wasn't the #1 pick in the draft. He was the 20-something pick in the draft. Lots of teams did not realize how good he was going to be. Maybe
Brady.
Including, Brady, of course, 199. But Aaron Rodgers, we're talking about, they had Favre in place, and they had Rodgers, and they had a completely wonderful transition, as we see now, when Rodgers is having the best season of anybody in football. But the Colts situation is very different, because if you... Andrew Luck's going to be the #1 guy. Are you going to sit him behind Peyton Manning for how long? Is Peyton Manning going to mentor him, or is he going to, get out of my sight thing? I don't know. I mean, it's not simple.
No, it isn't.
So it's a hard decision.
I will say this. I'd be surprised if that was Manning's approach there.
Me too.
Because this is a guy, remember, who's going to be the highest paid guy instead. He settled for 5 years, $90 million. He's collected $23 million this year, done zero, right? Right. No fault of his own. He's hurt. No. $23 million. He's owed $28 million come February, March of this coming year. So there's a guy who ostensibly they could have forked out $50 million. Their bigger issue in my mind right now is do they cut him free? Because they're faced with Peyton Manning, $28 million, maybe he never plays again. No, it's true, and you say it's unthinkable, but at those dollars, it's very thinkable, particularly if you have a bird in hand called Andrew Luck. This is one of the most perplexing, fascinating decisions any coach, any GM in any sport has ever had. If you can cite, let us know if you think there's a comparable situation. I bet they will.
Good. There's nothing that I know of. So I don't have the answer. My gut reaction is you got to take them. Because we'll talk about trading them some other time. Okay, time's up.